Welcome back. This is Watertown 365. For the next 6 Wednesdays, Watertown First Presbyterian Church will be opening its restroom facilities and sanctuary on Washington Street. A new clothing store is opening in the former City Trends apparel shop at 112 Court Street, and after a 2-year absence, the city pool at the Alex T. Duffy Fairgrounds is set to open next Tuesday. Now here's even more things to put on your calendar. Starting this Saturday, CitiBus will be offering weekly service to Thompson Park for the summer. Holiday revelers will be celebrating the city's Christmas tree lighting with a new parade route in December. So there is so much to talk about. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about that First Presbyterian Church that is opening for Watertown Market. So for the next 6 Wednesdays, the Watertown First Presbyterian Church will be opening its restroom facilities and sanctuary during the Watertown Farm and Craft Market on Washington Street. This means that parents can sign up their children for Vacation Bible School, which will be held every Wednesday during July. This is at watertownfirstpres.org/VBS. So this is for children ages 4 to 12. They're free Wednesday programs. They last from 9:30 a.m. to noon. A snack and lunch are included. There's restrooms, there's changing tables, and so much more. So watertownfirstpres.org/VBS is where you can jump in and find out about this church program for kids. Now let's talk about the new Court Street clothing store, which is opening where the City Trends used to be. A new clothing store is opening in the former City Trends apparel shop at 112 Court Street. City Trends closed during the pandemic, and now the storefront became available. Maybe this looks familiar to you. Both men's and women's clothing, jeans, hats, t-shirts, jewelry, and watches will be sold. The plan is to open the store on Friday, today I believe. This will be open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then noon to 7:30 p.m. on Saturdays. And they plan to also sell their own clothing that they design. So if you want to show your support for your local businesses, if you've been wondering what's been kind of boarded up, what are they working on, over by the City Trends, there is this new Court Street clothing store. Always good to know, like, well, what's that building or what new is coming up in town. So the Alteri pool at the Watertown Fairgrounds will be open next Tuesday. Speaking of things that are opening, speaking of new things that you're wondering what the heck happened here. So what happened here was that the repairs are planned to be completed on the Steve Alteri Municipal Swimming Pool at the Fairgrounds on Coffeen Street by Tuesday. The City Council set a goal to reopen the pool in time for summer because the pool had to undergo repairs. The pool at Thompson Park opened on Memorial Day weekend and remains open only on weekends. Now, but it's summertime, so it's important to have pools open and to have multiple options because maybe this one pool is closer to you and your house and the kids and the family, or maybe this one pool is overcrowded or you don't like it, or your kids' friends are over at that other pool. So multiple choices for pools during the summer heat is a good thing. Now on June 28th, the two pools, we're talking about the Steve Alteri pool at the Fairgrounds, and we're talking about the pool on Thompson Park. So Thompson Park and Fairgrounds, these will be open for the season on a daily basis with hours from noon to 7 p.m. So there you go. There are multiple pool options available to you. Now, speaking of options, let's talk about CitiBus. And let's talk about these new routes that they've opened to get you to Thompson Park. So here's how our news stories kind of interrelate, because maybe you say, oh, well, the Thompson Park pool is now open 12 to 7. Now let me take the bus over there. So see how there's some synergy here, right? Starting this Saturday, CitiBus will be offering weekly service to Thompson Park for the summer. The A2 Washington Street service will not be offered over by the Medical Plaza and the high school on Saturdays. Picnic baskets and coolers will be allowed on the Thompson Park bus route. After departing from Centennial Drive, the bus will turn left onto Thompson Boulevard. the bus will enter and exit the Franklin Street entrance to the park. Look for drop-off and pickup points at bus stops at the playground area across from the pavilion. And you can go and look up these bus route times, but they're 10:40 a.m., noon, 1:20 p.m., 2:40 p.m., 4 p.m., and 5:20 p.m. Okay, so it seems like every one of our news stories is leading to the next, right? We're saying swimming pools, Thompson Park, how do you get their bus routes? Well, now that we're talking about routes and ways of getting around town, the next logical step here is the holiday parade route. Even though December seems like forever away and Christmas 2022 seems like forever, some things still need to be planned in advance, especially the huge citywide, townwide holiday celebrations. So, holiday revelers will be celebrating the city's Christmas tree lighting with a new parade route in December. On Monday night, the City Council informally agreed to change the parade route so that it heads down Washington Street, with the tree lighting to take place in front of Watertown City Hall. The new route will be along Washington Street from Winslow Street to Stone Street, which was the same one used during the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Now, this change was prompted by suggestions that the parade should be longer, and it will avoid a $4 million streetscape project on Court Street, and businesses have stayed open just because of some of these big crowds at the holiday parade. An existing large evergreen in front of City Hall will be used for the ceremonial tree lighting. This will be held on a Friday. Even though it's months away, it will be on a Friday to allow children to attend without having to deal with going to school the next day. Staff members also proposed discontinuing a display of dancing trees and instead using static trees, which would be less of a distraction for passing motorists. Funding would be used from the city budget. So there's some small town news, small town improvements, progress, but not the scary kind. Not like there's another Walmart opening or something like that. Just some little tiny changes in this building, this swimming pool, this Christmas route, and that is what you need to know about you and your little town that you love so much. Now, let's talk about Beiring Jiu-Jitsu. Beiring Jiu-Jitsu is a martial arts studio. You can find them at beiringjujitsuny.com. Beiring Jiu-Jitsu, New York, strives to create a friendly and safe environment where people of all backgrounds can come together to train, learn, and grow. They attract students who are humble and kind and who show respect for the class, the art, and for each other. Bullies and show-offs soon find Beiring Jiu-Jitsu is not for them. This is because Beiring Jiu-Jitsu prefers to maintain an atmosphere rather than an egosphere. Beiring Jiu-Jitsu is more than just teammates and training partners. They are family on and off the mat. Come see what Beiring Jiu-Jitsu has to offer you. They are located on New York Route 342 in Evans Mills. 25519 is the exact address. But because there's so many letters, numbers, and things, the easiest way for you to find them is to search Beiring Jiu-Jitsu NY. And even though it's kind of weird to spell, just Google it. Google Beiring Jiu-Jitsu NY, and you'll end up on the search result for the right web page. And on that web page, you can click around and find about their class schedule, see what the facility's like, see about the programs, events, contact them if you have questions, and you can find their email address. You can see it right there on the screen. Email, phone number, hours of operation, location, all the important goodies, all the essentials. Beiring Jiu-Jitsu NY. If this is for yourself, if you want a hobby, something to do, physical fitness, increase your confidence, a hobby for the kids, whatever it is, BeiringJiujitsu.com is highly recommended. And also highly recommended is McAvoy Insurance. They are at McAvoyInsurance.com, where you can insure your personal and business assets, from car insurance to homeowners or business insurance. They have a solution. McAvoy has served Jefferson County for more than 50 years. Local family-owned insurance brokers for all of your home, auto, and business needs. As an independent insurance, McAvoy can shop the best coverage for the best price to meet your specific needs. McAvoy Insurance is at 1613 State Street, Watertown, New York. McAvoyInsurance.com. Same deal as before, where you can click and get a quote, get claims, and find their email address, find their phone number, click around, do your own research, mcavoyinsurance.com. And speaking of doing your own research and going to fun, exciting websites, Watertown 365. Do you like websites? I hope you do. And if you do, then your website to go to right now, before anything else distracts you, is Watertown 365. Now, why should you go? Because if you don't go, you will miss out on this news that New York libraries are giving away 500,000 books for keeping kids engaged this summer. You will miss out on the action-packed, exciting news that Sunshine Vitamin D now has a link to preventing or reducing dementia and strokes. You will miss out on the exciting news about landscapers clearing out acres of overgrown invasive plants to improve Thompson Park. They rake the forest, as they say. And we can also find you, or you can find us at facebook.com/Watertown365. So you can either go to the direct way or search in the Facebook search Watertown 365. And we post about National Pralines Day. I'm not sure if I've ever had pralines like an ice cream, but that's what you miss out on if you don't go to our Facebook page. But you go to our Facebook page and you will be delighted and amazed that yesterday was National Hydration Day. Did you remember to drink your water yesterday? Well, if you didn't, then you should have been subscribed to our Facebook updates. And then one more for the road. National Onion Rings Day. I mean, who could pass up National Onion Rings Day? Not you, not now, not ever. So go to facebook.com/Watertown365 and then Watertown365 will bring the webpage up once again. We want to help you out. We want to update you. We want to tell you about local events. If you have your own event, we want you to click there and tell us what you have going on. We want you to get in touch with us and not be a stranger and participate in part of this conversation with you and your small town and all the fun events that are happening, both present and future, as far as pools in Thompson Park, as far as Christmas parades downtown. Watertown 365 is your place to go. So it's been good meeting with you this week and filling you in with your important news updates. We will be speaking to you again next week with more exciting action-packed updates. Watertown 365, have a wonderful weekend and week ahead.